In the last video, I talked about how to make the vacuum bell work for you. So check that out. If you use the vacuum bell, or if you're planning on using it, or you don't know, or you want to gain more information about using the vacuum bell, just go there and watch that video. Is 30 years old too late to improve Pectus Excavatum without surgery? That's the question here. Now, there are a couple of studies of vacuum bell usage for children, adolescents, and some adults. But my vision about this is that the vacuum bell itself is not enough. You need stimulus, and the vacuum bell is a tool for you to apply stimulus to your bones and cartilages. Some people use it for less time, other people use it for more. But maybe the question is, why don't we see more adults with Pectus Excavatum improving their pectus without surgery? Well, first things first, there's not a lot of people with Pectus Excavatum in the world. Not everyone shows what they're doing in the internet. Another thing is, people give up too often. People give up too early. That's another thing. People don't even start. That's another thing. Most people are not motivated enough to do exercises every single day, to wear a vacuum bell for every single day, for hours and hours per day. Or maybe they simply don't have time because they work, they do stuff, and well, actually, a vacuum bell is pretty easy to use for some hours a day, regardless of what one does in their life. But when it comes to improving Pectus Excavatum without surgery, the key components to stimulate our bones and cartilages are a compressor, vacuum bell, which is a tool. It's a great tool to stimulate, and exercises. Exercises while using a compressor, and exercises, specific exercises for Pectus Excavatum. And that's what I do. For you to change, for you to remodel bone, not you, because the bone remodels itself. The only thing you can do is stimulate it, apply stress to it. The amount of stress and stimulation and the period of time that you must do that is long. It's not short. And this is not something that everybody's aware of. Another thing is, adults have a more stiff rib cage, more stiff bones and cartilages, and the amount of effort that you have to put in is greater. I've been doing this for a lot of time. I've been testing a lot of things, exercises, pressure with vacuum bell, ways of using the compressor, exercises with compressor, and I wanted to give up like a lot of times, and that's pretty normal. I mean, sometimes we get frustrated. It seems like we're not improving, but what I can tell from experience is, if you keep stimulating your bones and cartilages, they will eventually start remodeling. Your rib cage will look better. You will start noticing a reduction of depth, greater posture, and a better overall appearance. Speaking about the Hodge method, for example, where you use a brace, you have to use a brace for almost 24 hours a day, and you need to do exercises regularly. There are children, adolescents, and adults that use this method and they improved. Adults as well. But most adults don't do it for the amount of time necessary. Their effort and the time for them to remodel the chest will be bigger. And that's why the sooner you start doing something, the better. So if I make a resume, if you're 30 or above 30, if you're an adult and want to improve your Pectus Excavatum without surgery, you don't want surgery. I mean, I don't want it. I want to do something. These are the things you can focus, okay? Specific exercises for Pectus Excavatum, compressor, vacuum bell, and gym training or muscle building. You can do it at home. I don't care where you do it, but you can build a better rib cage, a better Pectus Excavatum. You can reduce the depth, and it will all come down to stimulating your bones and cartilages and not giving up and not being afraid, because a lot of people are afraid as well of getting things worse, and I get that. But you will only know how far you can go if you do not give up. And I'm going to repeat this okay? I don't care if it's 3 years, if it's 5 years, if it's 10 or 20 years. I'm gonna still keep going till I reach perfection. That is my path. That's what I chose. People want results fast, and bone takes its time. You're not gonna rush it. If you do a surgery, I'm gonna repeat this. If you do surgery and you take the bar out 1 year after, your chest might sink back. 2 years, it might sink back. 3 years, it still might sink back because bones take their time to remodel. So this is the video. If you have any questions or if you have any comment in this topic, please leave down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video in the channel.